Hey guys, what's going on? It's Joey Vegas D-Tech again. Today I wanted to make a quick little video here and do a little bit of a test. I wanted to see and find out, as you can see, this is a link chain. And I know it's a gross representation of an actual chain that you would have like a necklace. But it's just on a bigger, more exaggerated version. But I wanted to know, if I were to actually cut these links off, I want to detect each link. I want to detect the link as a whole. I want to make a notch in the link and detect that and see what a broken ring would sound like. Then I want to cut it in half, and I want to see how does the metal detector, with the same amount of metal, I want to know, does the detector sound any different if you're using this one link and you're just making a cut in it, like say a lawnmower were to whack a ring, and you took it out of its shape, you actually were to cut the ring, or if you were actually to take the ring and cut it into 2 or 3, if the same amount of metal is in the ground, does the detector sound any different, or does it sound the same? Let's get to it and find out. You know what? This thing ain't strong enough, man. I'm gonna have to bring out the big dog. Much better. All right, so we got one link and 2 half links. I'm gonna take another one here.
I understand.
Man, Siri be listening to everything. Siri, mind your own business. All right, guys. So what I have here, let me take you over to it. Is I'm gonna test these links here. Okay, I want to test a full link. Just imagine that's a ring. I want to see how a full ring sounds. I want to see how a ring sounds that's got a break in it. Okay, just imagine like a lawnmower were to hit a ring and break it and split it. How would that sound? How will it sound if the ring is broken right down the middle like this? How does it sound when the ring is broken lengthwise like that? And how will it sound if you actually took a ring and you busted it up into 4 pieces like this and stacked it all up on top of each other? Will the VDIs matter? Will it change? I'm interested in knowing myself. So let's put this thing together and check it out. This one right here is the link that has not been busted. This is a complete solid link. Okay, I'll set that there. Here is a link that all I did was break the continuity. Break the continuity, okay? Let's watch how this behaves, all right? So we got the simplex right here. Let's go ahead and hit the first one right here that actually is full continuity. The chain hasn't been busted. 77, 78. Right? That's on the chain with no bust in it. We're going to move it on over here to this one that's got a busted right side. Okay? Here we go. It's ringing up like a 6. A broken 6. Over here's the good one. Here's the one with the busted again. Interesting. A high 76 tone Busted continuity. All right, so she's still squawking and making that noise, but the numbers are the same. On the one with the chain that's not busted and the chains that's busted. Okay, so it doesn't really matter.
Joey!
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Hold on, bro. All right, guys, so let's take a look here and see how will this thing look like if we actually take two links and put them on top of each other, right? So this was one link. Will it sound any different if I stack them on top of each other? Right, so it's all part of the same ring, just on top of each other. How does this thing sound? So again, we got the Simplex on. It's going to be in Park 2. So the same amount of metal is in there, but yet it's broken and split in half. What about if we take 4 pieces of the same thing, right? I just took one link, one regular link, and I just chopped it up into 4 pieces here. What about if I just threw all this into a pile? Same amount of metal, but just chopped up. How does that read? Broken and trashy, right? So my question is, how can we benefit from this test right here? A piece of jewelry that's damaged, regardless of its composition, you might make it sound completely different. So a ring could sound completely different when it's in its full a ring. When you're talking about other pieces of jewelry, like say pendants, chains or whatever like that, the shape of it will matter. When it comes to a ring, that ring has to have the full continuity and it will sound a certain way. But if that ring is at all damaged in any single way and that continuity's been busted, you could take a high sounding signal and it will come back down to sounding like absolute trash. Now, how about if we just ring all this together? There's a whole lot of metal here, right? I mean, this is just a whole bunch of metal. So does the amount of metal make a difference in VDI? Right? Right? So we have one regular link that's not busted. We got one chopped up link, which has the same metal content as this. And then we've got this thing that has 15 consecutive links. Will the metal content matter when we make this test? Okay. So let's go ahead and go with the complete link. It rings like a 79 to 84. Now, how about the one chopped up link? What is this ringing? A chopped up link rings in a 6, right? Now, how about this one here? This big old 13 solid links. This should ring higher than that. It's got way more metal in it. Let's see. That's odd, man. Even though there's at least 500 times more metal in this pile than this, it does not ring any higher on the VDI, right? And all that shows us, man, is that the shape of the metal that's in the ground, it plays a big role in how this thing is identified. Yeah, because I was thinking, I was like, hey, man, if one link brings up an 84, well, isn't there's 2 links right there, 3 links, 4 links, 5 links? You got all these links right here. Shouldn't this thing ring up 100? You would think this would ring up 100, right? Let's see. Rings up just like this one. The only thing that rang up proper is this one. Too close. All right, guys, I decided, you know what? I have a donor ring here that I can cut up just to try it. I did those on the links. This one right here, I found this ring the other day at the park. It doesn't seem like a significant ring. I'm gonna go ahead and donate this. Let's go ahead and run this under the detector, get a number. Then let's go ahead and cut a slit in it and see how this thing sounds. All right, let's do it. And let's just go ahead and get this guy right here, and let's see how this thing sounds with the Simplex. All right, so what do we got here? $96 on that guy. And that is a piece of silver, a silver ring. All right, let's go ahead and nick this thing, and let's go ahead and run this through the detector and see what number it has on this ring here. Man, I hate cutting a perfectly good ring, but for the sake of Vegas Detect and all my friends out there that need to get down to the bottom of this stuff, we're gonna go from cutting links to cutting one link. Let's go ahead and get this done. All right, so this one here, this one I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one actually with a Dremel. All right, we're through. It's hot too, man. Let's take this ring over here now and run it through and see what number we get. Powering back the Simplex on. We're in part 2 again. Sensitivity, if that even matters, whatever. Let's do it. You see that? From 95, man. A silver ring. You saw that, guys. I took you through there. This silver ring rang a 95. And then once I cut that little slit into it, a solid piece of silver. I busted it down from 95 all the way to 13. There it is there, man. I guess I can't make a more conclusive video than that. You saw it live, guys. We did the thing on a, we did this thing here with a regular link. I cut this thing up into pieces. The same situation happened with that, right? The same situation happened with the chain link as a silver ring. Once I cut it, I broke the conductivity, or the continuity of the conductivity. I broke it, and when I did that, I took the number from this from what, eight, like say 84. 84. This thing went all the way down to an 8. And this guy, piece of silver, from 95, I just made a little crack in it and it took it all the way down to 13, guys. So there you go, man. Silver can ring low, especially if it's a damaged ring. So shape matters more than size or the amount of metal, right? So guys, to wrap it all up, I guess the whole point of this video was trying to prove to myself and bring you guys along with me that when it comes down to jewelry, how jewelry sounds, whether it be round, the shape of jewelry matters. Okay, guys? So the shape of jewelry is going to matter. And when I was showing you that one test of how silver sounds, I always said that it all comes down to the way, the conductivity of the jewelry. And I've proven to myself that the shape of jewelry is going to change the way the VDI and the tone sound. And with rings, you know, when it's perfectly round, it's going to sound like a ring and it's going to fire back a tone. And if you break that continuity in a ring, it could sound like something completely different and you can get fooled all the time. I tried taking a ring and cutting it in half. It went from what? You saw it go from an 80, like an 80, what, anywhere from 79 to 84, which is very high on the Simplex. And then when I just made one little slit in it, it took it all the way down to 6. That's pretty mind-boggling, right? So you guys can find broken jewelry that should ring high and turns out ringing low. And that also, actually what this video did is it actually proved my point that if you find jewelry, especially silver, if it's a ring, it should ring high. But of course, if it's a pendant or something like that, that could ring low. Size and shape and the condition of it can change everything for you. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. It's Joey again. Thanks for watching Vegas D-Tech. I'll catch you guys in the next upload. You guys be well. Take care.